What began in 2023 with Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey and its much-improved sequel has now evolved into a full-fledged franchise. Enter Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, where Scott Jeffrey steps away from his role as Christopher Robin to write and direct a dark and gritty reimagining of Disney's classic story. In this version, Peter Pan becomes a terrifying and sinister figure, no longer the carefree child who refuses to grow up. Instead, he's portrayed as a child predator. The Lost Boys are lost forever, and Wendy becomes the Scream Queen. Gone are the playful adventures, replaced by graphic violence and a disturbing adult interpretation that distorts J.M. Barrie's original tale into a brutal horror film. Martin Portlock plays Peter Pan, giving a chilling performance that blends elements of the Joker and the Grabber from The Black Phone. His braided hair, diamond-shaped eyes, and sinister demeanor make him a haunting presence. However, while Portlock's performance is unsettling, it doesn't bring anything particularly new or groundbreaking to the modern horror genre. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare draws heavily from other horror films, particularly those by Stephen King. The first act mirrors It's Pennywise, with Peter luring a troubled boy into a dark, grim hideout resembling a rundown drug den. Tinkerbell, played by Kit Green, is a brainwashed accomplice who lacks any magical qualities, removing the sense of wonder from the story. The film follows a predictable, dark pattern without offering anything new to the Peter Pan mythos. The plot is simple. Peter kidnaps Michael Darling and Wendy must rescue him, leading to disturbing scenes of violence and mayhem. While Portlock's performance is effective, the film doesn't reach the level of horror seen in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. Peter's portrayal as a serial killer with childlike innocence is an intriguing element, but the character ultimately feels like a standard psychopathic villain. The film's grounded and gritty approach removes all the magic from Barrie's world. TikTok the crocodile is reduced to a mere background image on a TV, and Neverland is represented by grim, crude depictions in Peter's hideout. The lack of imagination, paired with the realistic tone, prevents the film from capturing the enchantment of the original story. Despite the inclusion of shocking, taboo themes such as grotesque body transformations, these elements can't redeem the film. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is far less imaginative than its predecessors, and this is its downfall. By turning Peter Pan into a killer and kidnapper, it loses the heart and fantasy that made the original tale so captivating. Ultimately, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is dark and gory, but also dull. It fails to stand out in the crowded field of dark horror adaptations, offering little that hasn't been done before. Despite its attempts to shock and disturb, it becomes an unforgettable and unremarkable take on a timeless classic.